Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and today we're going to be doing another candy box. This one fits 6 nuggets, 6 Hershey nuggets. So we're going to need cardstock. You're going to want some paper to decorate with. If you want, you don't have to. You don't have to decorate it if you don't want to. It's your choice. And we're going to need scoring tools, a paper trimmer, and some adhesive, and then stuff to decorate. I'll be back. All right, so now here's the best part. You can get 2 out of a sheet of paper, okay? So we're going to go to 7 3/4. Gone. Save that. It'd be good for something. 7 3/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so that's the whole piece you need. So like I said, you can get 2 of these from 1 and have some, decent leftover cardstock. So that's it for cutting. I'm going to get out the scoreboard and my scoring tools, and when I come back, I'm going to show you how to do all the scoring. Okay, be right back. All right, so on our long side, the long side of our cardstock, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. A couple of light scores is better than a deep gouging score because, it's paper. Be nice to it. All right, so 3/4 of an inch, 3 1/2 inches, 4 1/4 inches, and then over here at 7. All right, then we're going to turn that on the short side, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch, and then all the way over here at 3 3/4. That's it for scoring. Okay, let's do it one more time. All right, on the long side at 3/4 of an inch, at 3 1/2 inches, 4 1/4 inches, and then all the way out at 7. Then we're going to turn it. We're going to score at 3/4 of an inch and at 3 3/4 of an inch. Okay, easy stuff. I'll be right back. All right, so now we are going to cut. This is our inside. These are our flaps. So we're going to cut on the flaps. We're going to cut up our score line and wedge the front. There we go. So what we want to do is we want to create a little tab. Okay, and we're going to do that on all of the little pieces. Cutting up the score line and making the tabs. Now you can do this before or after you burnish your folds. It's entirely up to you. If it's easier for you to see it on lines before they're folded, then do it before. If it's easier for you to see it after, do it after. It's entirely up to you. All right, so wedge, get that out of there. Slice, wedge, pull those out. Come out of there. Okay. Slice, wedge. Done. On this one, I'll go ahead and fold the score lines and burnish them before so that you can see what that looks like. Come back here. Gently, gently. Use your board. It's your friend. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and wedge these, and when I come back, we're going to put this thing together and we'll cut our mats, then we'll put it together. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of the decorating before we put this together. Why? Because it makes it easier. Okay, so here we have where we're going to mat, and that is 3 inches by 2 3/4. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece that is 2 3/4 by 2 1/2. So I'm going to set these to the side for the moment, and we're going to cut our panel. Let me get my paper trimmer back out. So I'm going to take this off at the top. Get rid of that. All right, 2 3/4. And it's 2 3/4 across, 2 1/2 tall. So mind your measurements here. All right, we want to go 2 1/2 because it's 2 1/2 tall by 2 3/4. I'm going to cut 2 of these. So I'm using a double-sided paper, so I can do 1 in each of those. Okay, putting that away. Now, if you want to ink, now would be a good time to do so. It's entirely up to you. But we're basically going to glue these on here. And we're doing it before because it just makes it easier to line it up. There's one. This one will be number 2. I am gluing my hands today. There. Okay, so now that we have our front pieces on, we're going to start gluing up. And that means we're going to start on the other side. So we're going to glue these 4 flaps. Glue, glue, glue. You could use tape. Glue. Bringing this up. Squaring it off. Bringing this up. I'm using my board to square it. Okay, and then we're going to do these 2 to this flap. So glue here, glue here. Bring it up here and over here. Now I'm going to let this one dry. I'm going to use tape on this one just so everybody can see that. So we're going to get out our tape. I'm going to turn it over. Tape, tape. Bring it up. Tape. If you put too much on, just rub it off. It comes right off. There we go. Tape. And then, of course, tape here. By the way, these are the right size to use the large sticky dots. So if you have sticky dots, you can use sticky dots. All right, we're going to let everything dry. I'll be right back. All right, so we have our little boxes. We just pull our little lids down. Just like that. And then, you can put whatever you want on here for decoration. You can cut some shapes and do some stamping. You can certainly put some twine on it and tie it. But here's the thing. This will hold 6 Hershey's Nuggets per box. Okay? 6 Hershey's Nuggets in a box. Now, if you want to cover the Hershey's Nuggets, you could cut a piece of your paper because you want them to, you want them to match. Like maybe you want to use this side in this box and maybe use this side in that box. It's entirely up to you. It's 2 3/4 of an inch by, no, it's not. It's 3/4 of an inch wide and 3 3/4 inches long. And that will wrap around one of those. So I'll put all the measurements in the description box below. Okay? So if you're new here and I have not yet offended you, yay! I can be offensive sometimes. I apologize. But if you would like, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out a lot. Also, if you want to cyber stalk me, go down to the description box and click on more. It tells you everything you need to know. Until the next time, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.